Namaskar friends, a very good afternoon, early good evening, and welcome to this performance of Upasana put together by Abhinava to enjoy, to learn and to appreciate dance, music, different art forms. It is such a privilege that we have wonderful artists coming here and sharing their artistry. And this performance also in Upasana, we have Manta Prabhakar Upadhyay's Yakshagana presentation with a set of artists. He will be presenting Moha Menake. You have all seen the invitation. We have had Manta Prabhakar Upadhyay's program here. Almost, I think, 7 different programs he has presented here earlier. We had the pleasure of watching him do different characters. His specialization is Strivesha, and with Ganesha's support, rather Ganesha's concept of this Ekavyakti Yakshagana, he's come up with outstanding performances, characters. We had Bhamini, we had Krishnarpana here, we had Vamshi Sandesha, the different characters which we have, I'm sure many of you have attended it and cried along with us watching him depict those characters. I think the last one was we saw Kaikeyi character with Chapparamane jotege or Manthare and Kaikeyi madittu ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊಸತಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ತರಹ ನಾವು ಬರೀ ಮಂಟಪರವರ ಏಕವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಯಕ್ಷಗಾನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ ಸ್ತ್ರೀವೇಷ. ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕಥೆಯ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವಿತ್ ಅನ್ ensemble production he will be presenting. I request our Dr. Shatabdani R. Ganesh sir to please speak about the production and also ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕಲಾವಿದರನ್ನ. Thank you sir.
Thank you. Namaskar. All of you can understand Kannada? Then you'll be really enjoying this program because there are a lot of dialogues and dialogues will be very enjoyable and have subtlety, humor, sublime concepts, so many things are there. That's why. Well, coming to this Moha Menake, it's a full-fledged theatrical presentation, Yakshagana. You all know it's one of the most prestigious theatrical forms of India, and especially the finest theatrical form, traditional theatrical form of Karnataka is Yakshagana. It's a very big generic name. And today we are going to present Shri Manta Prabhakar Upadhyay along with Shri Anant Padmanabh Pathak. Both of them have developed the concept and then choreographed and they have directed the program. And the script has been written by very well-known Yakshagana exponent and a man of multifaceted talents, Shri Kerehonda Divakar Hegde. Divakar Hegde was also present here to do Ekavyakti Tadamadale. He is a wonderful orator and a very inspiring speaker, and his expression both on the stage and through the words, it is amazing. Well, he has scripted that, he is a well-known person in that. And this is all about the story of a danceuse. And that way you have so much of connection with that. Most of you are aspiring dancers and we are already performing, learning and all things. And so it is the story of a celestial danceuse. Devalokada Nartakiya Kathe. Dancers, apart from the dance, they have other career also. They have life also. Apart from dance, they have. And how life and dance come in clashes with each other. That is being depicted. And you can connect yourself with Menaka. Not just women, all people, irrespective of the gender, all of us can connect with the characters. And then only we will be having the rasa. Menaka was the celestial nymph Apsara. And she was most beautiful and also very good danceuse. And she was employed in Devaloka. She was in the company of Indra. Indra had a big dance company. She was there. She was one of the chief artists. And so, whether people like it or not, she has to go and perform and enthrall them. And she was also used and abused for some things. If a sage is performing penance, his penance has to be distracted, she has to go and cooperate. And so she had her own life. But she had been well with that and she had accustomed. So many times it so happens, in the initial stages we may not be liking that. But after that, we'll be lost in the world of glamour. We'll start enjoying and then confusing the others and entertaining, enthralling others and taking advantage of their weaknesses. It will become part of the fun. So, she became page 3 personality and dance celebrity. Page 3 of Devaloka Chronicle. Devaloka Times. There she was page 3 personality. So Indra wanted her to go to the Bhuloka and disturb the penance of Kaushika or Vishwamitra. He was a king. And a king went for penance because he was challenged by a sage, a great sage, a great character like Vasishtha. In front of him, all his material wealth became nothing. And so, he had a big shock. My achievements have no bearing, have nothing to do with his complacence, contemplation, his quietude and his self-completion. Atmananda is far more than any other thing. In that way, he thought, there's no use of this dig balam, kshatriya balam, brahma tejo balam. It's this spiritual world that pursued is far more important and relevant, and he came. But his desires were not completely annihilated. His desire was still dormant. Menaka tries to exploit that because she was sent by Indra. Menaka cannot come all alone. We should have paraphernalia. She should have sets, stage props, everything. Set director was Manmatha, the Vasanta. And also, the whole concept, choreography and direction was done by Manmatha. Vasanta, the spring season, became the set director, art director and other things. And Manmatha became the choreographer and the director. And she performed. And so she wooed and she got into his life. They lived together. It's typical living together. But Menaka thought, I'll be having fun, I'll be kidding, I'll be confusing, I'll be vanquishing his penance, I'm blissfully going to heaven. But she got attracted by the personality of him because he was a king and he turned away his face to riches and prosperity and then came for penance. That personality of him who was more interested in spirit than matter. He was interested more in emotion than achievements. More interested in experience than just amassing. But in Devaloka, in heaven, she was not coming across such personalities. All were materially allured. All were enjoying and using the comforts, using the luxuries. So she saw a real person of feel and emotion. Something which I mean to him. And he means to me and me meaning something to him. Like that she thought. And it went on and she begot a child. And that baby was Shakuntala. By that time she realized, having got a baby, she thought my career is something. I am not here as a married woman. I am not here as a housemaker, homemaker. I have to go. So, the very birth of the child made her remember the heaven. Many times artists, I have a break, I will take a break for 5 years and then go back to my profession like that. But it will really pain us. She too had the pain, you can all see that. And she went. This is the story. And by that process, Vishwamitra, who had desires in his heart, all was drained out and it was personified as Shakuntala the baby. Now Vishwamitra had come out of the hangover. So also Menaka, but the child became an orphan. And that innocent child was taken by a liberated soul, a Jivan Mukta, Jnani like Kadva. He was a great tapasvi. He was a great master of Indian wisdom and spirituality. And such a person took care of the baby. And later she married Dushyant and all the stories, something else. In that way, you can very easily connect to your life. When art can connect to our lives, it becomes meaningful. that can only be possible through emotions, and sublimation of emotions is rasa. That's what we are going to see in this Moha Menaka. Moha means infatuation. Vishwamitra and Menaka both were in that infatuation, and when they came out of that, the baby was product of their infatuation, but unfortunately nobody wanted this. The baby was an impediment in her career and his career too. But there was somebody to take care of that. But their pursuit was great. That's why you can't blame them. The beauty of such things is, we don't blame Menaka, either Menaka or Vishwamitra, for they had a higher pursuit and the baby was also taken care. It is in the divine destiny. It was in the cosmic order. And here we have on the vocal, Sri Anant Padmanabh Pathak Bhagavata, and then Sri Venkasana Yuki for Madane, and Durga Kalika from Chennai. And on the backstage, we have for makeup Sri Rajshekara Hunde, and on the stage, Mumbai and Gopal, Panta Padmanabh Matta Prabhakar will be in the lead role of Menaka, and Sri Prashant Vardhan will be enacting the role of Vishwamitra, the king and the sage. And then Nirupuma's student and Mandap's daughter, Pramada, will be taking the role of Vasanta, the stage manager. And then one person, a versatile artist by the Manju Havyaka, will be doing the triple roles of Manmata, Narada and Kadva. So, you are welcome to watch this and enjoy.